Hi, I'm Zara. I've always been the kind of person who shares everything with my friends. Snacks, secrets, Netflix passwords, you name it. But clothes? Those were sacred. My wardrobe wasn't just fabric and thread. It was my identity, carefully curated over years of thrift shopping and saving up for statement pieces. Girl, you have to let me borrow that leather jacket for my date tonight. My best friend Madison begged over FaceTime, her eyes wide with desperation. Maddie, that's my favorite piece. I just got it last month. I hesitated. Please, Zara, just this once. You know how important this guy is to me. I'll take perfect care of it. I swear on my life. I sighed. Fine. But I need it back by Sunday, okay? I have that gallery opening. You're the best! Love you! She squealed before hanging up. That was 6 months ago. The jacket never came back. Neither did my vintage band tee, or my designer jeans, or the silk scarf my grandmother gave me. My roommate Chen noticed first. Zara, why does Madison's Instagram look like a catalog of your closet? She asked, showing me her phone. I scrolled through Madison's feed, my stomach dropping with each photo. There she was, in my clothes, tagged at parties I wasn't invited to, brunches with mutual friends who conveniently forgot to mention these gatherings. That's my Reformation dress. The one I wore to my sister's wedding, I whispered. And isn't that your vintage Levi's jacket? The one you said was too precious to lend out? Chen pointed at another post. I never gave her that one. I specifically said no when she asked. Chen's expression hardened. Zara, how much of your stuff does she have? I opened my closet, really looking at it for the first time in months. Chen, I'm missing at least 15 pieces. Maybe more. 15? Have you asked for them back? Every single time we talk. She always says next week or I'll drop them off soon or my personal favorite, oh my God, I totally forgot I had that. Chen sat on my bed shaking her head. That's not borrowing, that's stealing. Don't say that. She's my best friend. Best friends don't gaslight you about your own property, Zara. I called Madison immediately. She answered on the 5th ring, music blaring in the background. Hey, babe, what's up? Maddie, I need my clothes back, all of them, this weekend. Oh, totally. Which ones again? You know which ones. The leather jacket, the Reformation dress, my vintage jeans. Right. The thing is, I'm out of town this weekend. Family thing, but definitely next week. You said that 3 weeks ago. Did I? God, I'm so scattered lately. Work has been insane. Madison, I saw you at brunch yesterday. You posted about it. You're not out of town. There was a pause. Okay, you're being really aggressive right now. I said I'd give them back. When? Give me a specific date. I don't know, Zara. When I have time to go through my stuff. Geez, they're just clothes. Just clothes? That jacket cost me $400. Well, maybe you shouldn't have lent it to me if it was so precious, she snapped. My hands were shaking. You begged me for it. You promised to take care of it. Look, I have to go. We'll talk later, okay? She hung up. Chen looked at me expectantly. Well, she basically told me to get over it, I said, my voice cracking. That's it. We're getting your stuff back, Chen declared, grabbing her laptop. Operation Wardrobe Recovery starts now, Chen announced, pulling up Madison's social media profiles. First, we need documentation. My other friend Riley showed up an hour later with coffee and determination. Chen filled me in. I always knew Madison was sketchy, but this is next level. You never said anything, I protested. Because you loved her. But remember sophomore year when she borrowed my textbook and sold it back to the bookstore? Yeah. She said she thought it was hers. Zara, it had my name written inside. Twice, Riley said flatly. Chen pulled up a spreadsheet. Okay, I've been screenshots every photo where she's wearing your clothes. There are 43 posts. 43? I felt sick. And those are just the ones she tagged. There are probably more in her stories that expired. Riley leaned over Chen's shoulder. Wait, zoom in on that one. Is that your Tiffany bracelet? I looked closer. Oh my God, my mom gave me that for my 21st birthday. Did you lend her that too? Chen asked. No, I kept it in my jewelry box. I haven't seen it in maybe 4 months. She was in your room 4 months ago, wasn't she? Riley's voice was quiet. That party you threw? The memory hit me like a truck. She asked to use my bathroom because the main one was occupied. She was up there for like 20 minutes. Zara, she went through your stuff, Chen said gently. I started crying. Why would she do this? I thought we were friends. Riley hugged me. Because she's a user. Some people see kindness as weakness. What do I do? We confront her, but not alone, Chen said. We need witnesses, people who've seen her wearing your stuff. Over the next few days, I talked to everyone in our friend group. The conversations were eye-opening. Oh, yeah, she told me you guys share clothes all the time, said Emma, another mutual friend. We don't. She took them without asking. Emma's face fell. Seriously? She wore your black midi dress to my birthday party and said you let her have it. Have it? Like permanently? That's what she implied. God, Zara, I'm so sorry. I should have asked you. I met with Jake, who dated Madison briefly. Dude, she's bad news. She borrowed my vintage watch and gave it to her new boyfriend. Told him she bought it. Did you get it back? Hell no. She blocked me when I asked. Said I was harassing her. My stomach churned. That's her pattern, isn't it? Yeah, she finds generous people and bleeds them dry, then plays victim when they push back. I called my sister Mira that night. I need legal advice. What happened? I explained everything. Mira, a paralegal, was silent for a moment. Zara, in California, theft is defined as taking someone's property without permission with intent to permanently deprive them of it. Based on what you're telling me, she's committed theft multiple times. But she's my friend. Is she, though? Friends don't steal from you and gaslight you about it? What should I do? Document everything. Values, dates you lent items, conversations where you asked for them back, screenshots, witness statements. Then give her one final chance to return everything. If she refuses, you file a police report. That seems extreme. So is stealing thousands of dollars worth of property from someone who trusted you, Mira said firmly. Chen and Riley helped me create a comprehensive list. Leather jacket, $400. Reformation dress, $250. Vintage Levi's, $180. Tiffany bracelet, $350. The list went on. Total value, $3,200. Holy shit, Riley breathed. That's felony territory in some states. One more chance, I decided. I'll ask one more time. If she doesn't return everything, I'm done playing nice. I showed up at Madison's apartment with Chen and Riley flanking me like bodyguards. Madison answered in my missing cashmere sweater. Oh, hey, what's up? She asked casually. That's my sweater, I said. She looked down. This? I bought this at Nordstrom. No, you didn't. I bought it at Nordstrom. Last Christmas. It has a small stain on the left cuff from red wine. Check. Madison's face reddened. Okay, fine. You lent it to me. I didn't. I want everything back. Right now. You can't just show up at my place demanding. I can when you've stolen over $3,000 worth of my property. I interrupted. Her roommate Becca appeared behind her. What's going on? Madison's been stealing Zara's clothes for months, Riley said. We have documentation. Becca's eyes widened. The designer stuff you've been wearing? You said your aunt sent it from New York. I don't have an aunt in New York, I said. Madison's face went pale. Becca, they're lying. Am I lying about this? I held up my phone, showing the spreadsheet with photos, dates, and values. 43 documented instances of you wearing my clothes, plus jewelry, plus accessories. Becca grabbed the phone, scrolling. Madison, what the hell? It's not that serious. She has tons of clothes. So that makes it okay to steal them? Chen demanded. I didn't steal. She lent them to me. I have texts where you promised to return items and never did, I said, pulling up our message history. Here's one from March. I asked for the leather jacket back. You said for sure this week. It's November, Madison. You're being so dramatic. Where's my grandmother's scarf? I asked quietly. Madison froze. What scarf? The silk one. Hand-painted, from Italy. The one I specifically said was too sentimental to lend out. You asked 6 times. I said no every single time. Where is it? I don't have it. You're wearing it in a photo from August. Riley, show her. Riley pulled up the Instagram post. Madison at a rooftop party, my grandmother's scarf artfully draped around her shoulders. Caption: vintage finds. Becca looked disgusted. That's her dead grandmother's scarf? She's not dead, Madison protested. She died in September, I said, my voice breaking. That scarf is all I have left of our last conversation. She gave it to me because I admired it. And you took it. I'm sorry, okay? I'll give it back. Where is it? I don't know. You don't know? I might have left it somewhere. A party, maybe. The rage that filled me was white hot. You lost my grandmother's scarf? It was an accident. God, Zara, stop being so materialistic. Chen stepped forward. Materialistic? You stole her identity, her memories, her trust. I want everything back by tomorrow. 5 p.m., everything, I said. And if I don't? Then I file a police report for felony theft, I said. My sister's a paralegal. She's already prepared the paperwork. Madison laughed. You wouldn't. Try me. Over some clothes? You're going to ruin our friendship over clothes? You ruined it when you stole from me, I said. You ruined it when you lied to my face. You ruined it when you gaslit me into thinking I was crazy for wanting my own property back. Everyone makes mistakes. This wasn't a mistake, it was a pattern. You're a thief, Madison. She lunged forward, grabbing my phone. You're not posting any of this. You'll ruin my reputation. Chen grabbed her wrist. Let go, now. Make me. Becca pulled Madison back. Stop. What is wrong with you? Madison shoved Becca, who stumbled into the doorframe. Everyone's against me. I'm calling the cops, Becca said, pulling out her phone. Don't you dare. You just assaulted me in front of witnesses, over stolen property. Yeah, I'm calling them. Madison's eyes filled with tears. Zara, please. We can work this out. I'll give everything back. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I said simply. What? No, I don't accept your apology. You had 6 months to make this right. You had dozens of chances to be honest. You chose to steal, lie, and manipulate instead. But I'm apologizing now. Because you got caught. Not because you feel bad. You're sorry you have consequences, not sorry you hurt me. The police arrived 15 minutes later. Officer Martinez was surprisingly understanding. We see this a lot with roommates and friends. People think borrowing isn't theft if they know the person. I was never her roommate, I explained. She came into my home and took things without asking. And you have documentation? I showed him everything. The spreadsheet, the texts, the Instagram posts, witness statements from Emma and Jake. This is actually excellent record keeping, he said. Most people don't have anything this detailed. My sister's a paralegal. She helped. Madison sat on her couch, mascara running down her face. Officer, this is all a misunderstanding. She lent me those clothes. Then why do the text messages show her repeatedly asking for them back and you making excuses? He asked. I was busy. For 6 months? Becca provided a statement about the assault. She shoved me when I tried to call you. There are 3 witnesses. Officer Martinez looked at Madison. I'm placing you under arrest for assault and battery. The theft charges will be filed separately. This is insane. Zara, tell them this is insane. I stayed silent. You're really going to let them arrest me? After everything we've been through? After everything you put me through, I corrected. They took her away in handcuffs. Becca let us search Madison's room. We found most of my clothes crammed in the back of her closet, tags removed, some altered to fit her better. She cut the designer labels out, Chen noticed, so she could claim she bought them. The scarf wasn't there. Neither was my bracelet. 2 weeks later, Madison's public defender contacted me. My client is willing to return all property and pay restitution if you drop the charges. Where's my grandmother's scarf? I asked. She sold it. To a vintage shop. For $40. I hung up and called the shop. They'd resold it 2 months ago. It was gone. The day of Madison's hearing, she tried one last time. Zara, please, I made a mistake. I'm begging you. You made hundreds of mistakes. You made a choice. I'll pay you back for everything. Double, triple. It's not about money. Then what do you want? I want you to face consequences. For once in your life, I want you to experience what happens when you treat people like objects to be used. The judge sentenced her to 6 months probation, 100 hours community service, and ordered her to pay $3,200 in restitution, plus the $350 for the bracelet she'd sold online. The scarf was irreplaceable. 3 months later, I was having coffee with Chen and Riley when Emma joined us. I heard Madison's moving to Portland, Emma said. Good, I replied. Fresh start for everyone. Do you miss her? Riley asked. I miss who I thought she was, but that person never existed. Chen raised her cup. To better friends and locked closets. We laughed, and for the first time in months, I felt light. My new leather jacket, purchased with the restitution money, hung on my chair. This one was mine, truly, completely mine, and I was never lending it to anyone.